TitanFall 2 is probably the last entry in this series because of EA and Respawn's stupidity. So I never jumped on the Titanfall bandwagon back in the day. Do you want to know why? Because EA decided to release this game in between the releases of Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Why would you do that, EA?
Oh, Mr. Williams! Elmo, what are you going to do with that?
Release date.
Oh, there's lots of things you can do with this.
Release date.
Elmo.
I firmly believe this game would have received the love it deserved if it was released in Q1 of 2017. But no, EA is infamous for always selecting the worst decision in their dialogue wheel. Since EA decided to cancel their latest Titanfall project, fans have been rightfully very upset, and I want to know why. So I decided to play Titanfall 2's campaign for the very first time.
Your Titan is ready, pilot. Standing by for your call.
I freaking loved this game. And some of you may say, what's there to love about it? It's just like every other FPS game. And to that I say, shut your dang mouth. What is there not to love about Titanfall 2? It's literally a mix of everything that we loved growing up. The gunplay feels like a straight dopamine shot to the brain. And you know what I find really interesting is how Advanced Warfare did so much better than Titanfall 2, because I think the seamlessness of the movement in this game is miles better than Advanced Warfare. But it's Call of Duty, right? And not to mention the gunplay of the Titans. Jumping into your Titan and taking control of them is so much fun. They operate on completely different mechanics on how movement and gunplay work, and it's almost like you were jumping between two completely different games when you hop in your Titan. Can you guys just imagine what a modern Titanfall game would feel like? And then we have the story. Titanfall 2's story obviously copies the formula for most FPS games at its time. You are a generic super soldier who has the gift of being better than everybody else. You know this, but it takes time in the game for other people to realize it.
I am now linked to an acting pilot, Rifleman Jack Cooper.
Lastimosa linked you to a rifleman?
Yes,
Understood. We'll get you transferred to a fully qualified pilot.
Cooper is my pilot. Our combat effectiveness rating now exceeds 90%.
That's so nice,
Request
dude.
permission to retain this link.
You're lucky our backs are up against the wall, BT. Permission granted.
The one thing that this game does completely different than any other FPS for its time is giving you a giant mechanical companion that you grow to absolutely love. BT is awesome. He is funny in an ironic way. He doesn't try to make you laugh, but he still does. It turns out that not having humor in your programming is actually pretty humorous in itself.
Glad to have you back in one piece, BT.
Over 25,000 actually. BT-7274 online and ready for combat.
BT doesn't love Cooper because he can't. He's not capable of it. But he sees something in Cooper that no one else does. But that kind of makes sense though, because every decision BT makes is highly calculated compared to like a human making a decision, right? Because we use a lot of emotion in decision making, but not an AI, not a giant mechanical advanced robot. So in a way, a highly advanced robot mech telling you that you are special is actually the greatest compliment you can ever receive, because it's probably true. So he may not love us, but we love him. I think I'm starting to understand why people are falling in love with AI chatbots now. One really cool thing I noticed about this game is the foreshadowing using BT's throwing capabilities. It all started here. Oh! Oh man, that's sick!
Nice. Maybe next time you can throw me.
Noted.
And after that, he throws you multiple times, and each time he explains how he calculates the throws thoroughly so his pilot is safe. And finally, at the end of the game, it comes to a climax when BT is throwing you into safety to protect you while he sacrifices himself. Oh my god!
Trust me.
Oh my god! No! I love the writing here. You can tell a lot of love was put into this story. All of this is just making me more angry at EA and Respawn for not continuing this series. It is truly a forgotten gem. It is absolutely perfect for what it is. It's action-packed from beginning to end. It's funny and emotional, and it's short, which I find to be a good thing in this case. One of my subscribers in the chat said, "When I introduce people to gaming for the first time, I always recommend TitanFall 2. And you know what? I couldn't agree more with that statement. This is literally the perfect introduction to video games. If you haven't played this game, you should. Maybe if enough people start talking about it again, Respawn will be forced to make another sequel. Yeah, right. If you love TitanFall 2, I'm willing to bet you love other legendary FPS games. So I think you should watch some of my other videos right here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.